This is breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jen Ah with the Las Vegas Review-Journal. We want to get you ready for an important event for Las Vegas taking place this weekend. March Madness is back, and it's back in a big way. The NCAA men's basketball tournament got underway yesterday with the first 4 games in Indiana, and there are a full slate of games today with more to come over the next 3 days. And the Vegas tourism industry could not be happier. The tournament is always an important time for hotels, restaurants, bars, and especially sports books here in Nevada. Of course, last year's tournament was canceled due to the pandemic. It would have started about the same time that casinos and other non-essential businesses in Nevada were shut down in response to the coronavirus. However, this year's tournament is getting underway just as the local economy is opening back up, thanks to the easing of capacity limits. Casinos and restaurants are now operating at 50% capacity, which means more people can visit local businesses and enjoy this annual event on the sporting calendar. Right now, let's go to the West Gate, where our colleagues Heidi Fang and Todd Dewey have more on all the action. Heidi, take it away.
Thanks, Jen. We're here at the Westgate Sportsbook, where the action is complete opposite of what we saw a year ago, which was zero action because coronavirus, COVID-19 virus had come, took away all these events from Las Vegas. But now, 1 year later, it's back in action. And as you can see behind us, it's electric. Right, Todd?
Yeah, this is great, Heidi. I mean, 2 years ago, the March Madness, the NCAA tournament generated almost $350 million in bets for Nevada sports books, which is like 2.5 times what they bring in on the Super Bowl. And so to lose it last year was just a disaster for the sports book. So this is like a rebirth of Las Vegas for the books, a step back in the right direction here. And all the people that come out here for their bucket list trips, and it's such a tourist destination, are back, and they're excited, and there's a lot of action on the games today. And yeah, it's like a holiday here for college basketball fans and bettors.
Now, as you can see here, it's not full capacity. This isn't the crowd that's shoulder to shoulder that we're used to seeing at a tournament event like this. So what restrictions has the Westgate put in place?
Well, it was 25% casino capacity in the state for the Super Bowl, and so this is twice that. They're at 50% now, but it's still not what it was in its heyday, but it's getting there. They have all their seating, sold out today. Their theater here at the Westgate holds 1,500. There's only 250 people there, and so there's lower capacities, but it's all sold out, and they're just trying to keep the same protocols as always with the social distancing, which is a little tough to do in a line of bettors. There's about 75 bettors in line at 9 a.m. this morning, and there's all the hand sanitizer, and everyone's wearing a mask. The same things we've been doing for the past year. But a lot of people have told me that they've got they're fully vaccinated, or at least got the first shot, and so that made them a lot more comfortable to come out here again.
All right. Well, we also had the opportunity to speak with Jay Cornegay here at the Westgate, who filled us in on more of what this means for Las Vegas.
March Madness is always an extremely important event for the entire city, each and every year. And not having it last year, you can understand the financial impact that it had. So to crawl back as we are right now, but we're not totally full strength, but to have it is a shot in the arm, so to speak. But it has an impact across the board, from the airport to the taxi drivers, to the Uber drivers, to the restaurant bartenders, and of course the sports books.
And just lastly, is there any particular team that you're seeing the money come in on this week?
There's a couple of underdogs that aren't really well known in many circles, but the public seems to be warming up on Colgate, of all teams, and Winthrop. Okay. So those 2 dogs have been receiving a lot of attention from the public, and I'm sure that's going to be a trend throughout the next couple of days.
All right, so Cornegay, he is in on Winthrop, he said. That's where we've seen a lot of money come in. Colgate as well. Todd, is there any underdog pick that you're looking at in this tournament that you think can really make a run?
He stole my Winthrop pick? No, actually, that's the big popular one. Oh, Winthrop against Villanova. Everyone loves the 12-5 matchup. 12 seeds of won a first-round game in the tournament 30 of the last 35 years. And, yeah, Winthrop against Villanova in tonight's game is a big pick. And speaking with guys around town, sharp bettors are on Liberty as a 7.5-point underdog to Oklahoma State. I don't know about the outright upset, but to cover the spread, they like that one.
Okay, and for you, if you had to pick the winner of this tournament, I know a lot of people are in on Gonzaga. That's number one pick, undefeated. Everyone's looking for them to complete that undefeated season. Do you think the Zags can do it?
I definitely think the Zags can do it. They're the only undefeated team and number one all year, and they've always been such a tournament darling, and to see them finally win it would be nice. I wouldn't have a problem with that, but it's too easy to pick the big favorite, Heidi, so why don't I go with Texas? The Texas Longhorns coming on here at the end of the year, and their bracket sets up nice for them. They're a 3 seed. I think they have what it takes to make a run to the Final Four and possibly win it all.
Okay, there you have it from Todd Dewey. Get the pockets open, everybody. Come down to the sportsbook. Vegas is open. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Heidi. Vegas is clearly open indeed. We'll bring you all the latest news from the NCAA tournament and the sports books, including Jim Barnes' Bad Beats blog. You can find it all online on our website, lvrj.com. And we'll have an update for you this evening on our newscast, 7 p.m. You can also download our free RJ mobile app to get news alerts sent right to your phone. Find us on Roku, Alexa, and all your favorite streaming platforms. I'm Jen Ah. Thank you so much for joining us. See you at 7.
You've been watching breaking news from the Las Vegas Review-Journal, sponsored by Michael Gaughan's South Point Hotel, Casino, and Spa.